Tears streamed down 8-year-old Tyler's face as he ran across the gas station parking lot toward the group of bikers. "Please help," he cried. "They took my mom. The cops took her." Jake Morrison, leader of the Road Devils Motorcycle Club, turned off his Harley's engine. At 45, with tattoo-covered arms and a gray beard, Jake had the kind of appearance that made respectable people cross the street. What they didn't know was that he had earned a law degree before dropping out to form the club. "Tell me what happened," Jake said, kneeling to Tyler's height. Tyler wiped his nose. "My mom works cleaning offices at night. She saw some cops doing something bad with drugs and money. When she got home, they showed up and said she was a drug dealer, but she's not. The fat cop with a mustache said she'd disappear if anyone believed her word against theirs." Jake and Tank exchanged glances. They knew Detective Robert "Bobby" Carson from Pine Street Police Station well, a corrupt cop who treated people like Tyler and his mother like disposable trash. "What's your mother's name?" Jake asked. "Diana Johnson." Jake remembered her. A hard-working woman, always polite. She had never shown fear or prejudice against the club. While Jake headed to the station, Diana was learning how the system works without money for lawyers. "Listen here," Detective Carson growled, leaning over the interrogation table. "Sign here confessing you were selling crack, and I guarantee parole in 2 years. Diana kept her arms crossed. "I've told you 1,000 times. I saw you exchanging money for drugs. I didn't do anything wrong." Carson laughed cruelly. "It's your word against mine and Detective Patterson's. Guess who the judge will believe?" What Carson didn't know was that Jake was parking his Harley in front of Martinez and Associates Criminal Law, where he'd worked 15 years ago. "Jake," Maria Martinez, his former partner, called from the second floor. "My God, how long has it been?" 5 years. "Maria, I need a favor, and I need it fast." Meanwhile, Carson was gaining confidence. "I know you have a little boy. It would be a shame if he ended up in adoption while his mommy serves 10 years, wouldn't it?" Diana lifted her chin. "I won't sign anything because I haven't done anything wrong." The door burst open. "Detective Carson," the sergeant said nervously, "there's a lawyer downstairs, Jake Morrison. He says he has documents you'll want to see." Carson descended with characteristic arrogance. "Lawyer?" he laughed, looking Jake up and down. "What kind of lawyer hangs out with bikers?" "The kind who doesn't charge for cases of blatant injustice," Jake replied calmly, handing him a briefcase. "I believe you'll want to look at these documents." Carson opened the folder dismissively. His eyes scanned the official letterhead. "The first document is a court order requesting all security recordings from the Oak Street building," Jake said. "The second is an internal affairs report on your financial activities. Interesting how your bank account shows regular deposits of $15,000 that don't match your salary." Carson's face reddened. "The third document is an affidavit detailing how you and Patterson received consulting fees to facilitate building permits." Jake pulled out a tablet. "We cross-referenced dates of your deposits with permit approvals. $15,000 deposited Monday, $2 million permit approved Tuesday. That's happened 23 times in 2 years. Patterson turned pale. "Carson, maybe we should—" "The fourth document is a preliminary FBI report on police corruption. Guess which station has been under investigation for 6 months. Tank approached Carson. "You know the difference between us and you? We may look scary outside, but inside we fight for the wronged. You look respectable outside, but inside you're rotten." Mickey pulled out photographs. "These are photos of you and Patterson receiving money from Thomas Riverside last Thursday, 24 hours before Diana witnessed a similar transaction." "Diana recorded the entire conversation on her cell phone," Jake said. "She also streamed it live to a private Facebook group. 47 people watched in real time." The door opened. 3 men in suits walked in, FBI badges gleaming. "Detectives Carson and Patterson, you're under arrest for corruption, extortion, and conspiracy against civil rights." Carson looked around desperately. "This is a trap." "Mr. Morrison simply provided evidence of crimes you committed willingly," Agent Martinez said. Jake headed upstairs to fetch Diana. She descended slowly, free of handcuffs, her dignity intact. "Miss Johnson," Jake said respectfully, "your son Tyler showed extraordinary courage asking for our help." Diana nodded. tears of relief streaming down. "Thank you. I didn't know if anyone would believe me. Sometimes justice has to come from unexpected places." Outside, Tyler ran into his mother's arms. The small crowd applauded when they saw her walk out free. Carson, being pushed into the federal vehicle, shouted, "This isn't over!" Jake approached the window. "Actually, Carson, I know exactly who I'm messing with. A small man who wore a uniform to intimidate innocent people. Now, you'll find out how it feels when the system actually works." Tank tapped Jake's shoulder. "Channel 7 wants an interview about how a motorcycle club took down a corruption operation." Jake smiled, watching Tyler laugh in Diana's arms. "Tell him, sometimes real justice happens when people who care decide to take action." 6 months later, Carson got 15 years in federal prison. Diana's civil lawsuit yielded $2.3 million, allowing her to start her own cleaning company. Tyler often visited the Road Devil's workshop, where Jake taught him about civil rights. Tank summed it up during a news interview. "People judge by appearances. They think a uniform means hero and leather means villain. The truth is, character has no uniform." Diana said, "My son taught me that courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about asking for help when you need it, even if it comes from where you least expect it." Carson tried to destroy an innocent family, but ended up destroying only himself. Diana learned that true justice sometimes comes from the people society least expects.